We are live. Welcome, everybody. Feels really good having a Daisy update call. And it's been quite a while. I remember doing our monthly calls, and it's great to have everybody with us. We've got some great updates to answer a lot of questions that have been asked and really share with everybody what's happening, where we're going next. Big things are taking place. Edward, Ilya, always great to see you guys. I know we'll be together soon in Tokyo and Budapest.
Cannot wait. Yeah, to see you guys
And
in Tokyo.
Jeremy, I'll be with you together tomorrow with a
Yes.
lot of leaders. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a, it's going to be great. A lot of our North American ring earners are going to be together, flying in from around that continent. And we got a VIP meeting to talk about our Vegas event that's coming up to announce our next project. Those leaders will be under an NDA agreement. But man, there's a buzz happening right now. If you guys think what we've done up until now as a community is big, wait till you see where we're going next. We are getting ready to disrupt the entire industry on a global scale. We'll talk more about that today in the presentation, but guys, don't miss the August Las Vegas event, August the 17th. It's going to be such a powerful event, and we'll have more information. So, Edward, Ilya, great to see you guys.
Great to see you.
Likewise, Jeremy. And we also have Daniil Savitsky.
Yes.
Great to see you too.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Neil, what's up, brother?
All good.
Good. Looking forward to the updates from you today as well. So, guys, let's go ahead and jump in. Let me pull the PowerPoint up and let's get started. All right, I'm going to turn my video off, guys. Well, let me keep it on it, but if my computer starts lagging, then I'll turn it off. So welcome to our call today, and let's dive in. We got some great announcements. So again, let's start where the biggest focus is right now, guys, and that is the Limitless Las Vegas event. Our next project will be at the Las Vegas event. And this project, guys, is going to absolutely disrupt the entire industry. There's no doubt in our minds that what we are announcing and launching on August the 17th is going to be the biggest thing that this industry has ever seen. And what we've done up till now is incredible. It's disruptive. But what we're about to do is cast the net to the entire industry. And just mark our words, this is going to take everything to the next level. Our development team, Alex and his team, are currently completing our very own blockchain. This is going to be an EVM compatible layer 2 multi-chain platform designed exclusively for the peer-to-peer referral marketing industry. As you guys know, with Daisy, we did what many people said was impossible to do. We operate an entire referral model 100% through smart contracts, the genealogy, the rewards plan. This has never been done in the history of the industry. What we're launching next is going to cast that net to the entire industry. We believe that the future of this industry, the future of the peer-to-peer industry is blockchain technology, where genealogies cannot be changed, where the compensation plan delivers on the promise in real time every single time. And we are leading that movement. And what's coming next in Las Vegas, the only way to say it is we are casting the net to the entire world, and it's going to be that big. We're preparing to pioneer a global movement. So, Edward, Ilya, let's stop here for a moment, because this Vegas event is going to be the biggest event that we've ever had. We are putting so much effort into preparing for this event. It's going to be the most professional, well-structured, powerful event You don't want to miss it. Dr. Eric Naputi is going to be with us. He will be one of the guest speakers and presenters at this event. And I promise you, what we have our hands on and what we are doing next, the partnerships that had taken place, is going to make it, it's going to echo throughout the entire direct sales referral marketing industry. You don't want to miss this event. So Edward, Ilya, if you can't tell, I'm pretty fired up about this.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. Can't wait for the Las Vegas event, but at the same time, I'm so excited for the next event in which is happening in a couple days with leaders, and then also following 2 weeks later, Tokyo, and then a week later, Budapest. We got very busy, and I just came home from Dubai, still on jet lag. By the way, talking about this blockchain, our own blockchain layer 2 multi-chain, this is actually where we're gonna run a hedge fund as well on this blockchain. Our new, once we get the license and everything, it's gonna be all system on it as well.
It's going to be powerful because it's going to be a single integrated system. So a person will literally be able to register for our next project or register for anything that we're doing. And in the very process of registration, they'll be able to create their wallet. Everything will be interfaced within one back office. It's going to be multi-chain, so people will be able to participate if they want to join through Ethereum's blockchain with USDT, or they want to join through Tron, or they want to join through Polygon. They can choose to do all of that. It's going to be a powerful ecosystem. We've made it work up until now without having our own blockchain and internal platform. But in order to go to the next level, and quite frankly, in order to reach the masses of people who are not familiar with cryptocurrency, we wanted to make sure that we had a streamlined, simple way for people to come in and join, to participate, and immediately be introduced and integrated into the world of blockchain technology. So it's going to be powerful, guys.
Jeremy, it is very powerful. And by the way, I feel so sorry I cannot meet you guys. I cannot see you guys this Saturday because I need to work on my visa, right? So I got some visa issues, but for sure in August I will see you in Las Vegas, and I'm very excited. And Jeremy, talking about this Las Vegas event, right? So I feel like we've been like everything been preparing us, the whole journey been preparing us for this event in Las Vegas, right? Not only we will introduce super disruptive product together with Dr. Eric, right? So it's going to be super exciting. And of course, on this VIP trainings, leaders going to hear directly from Dr. Eric, what it is all about. But for like you say, from technological standpoint, I think this is like piece of art, right? So what we prepared, because nobody has done it yet. Not a single MLM company has what we are preparing now on a technical standpoint. And it is fantastic, like you mentioned, like being able to create your wallet on Tron, for example, for those people who want to stick with Tron, right? So for those people who are more familiar with MetaMask, Ethereum, Polygon, whatever blockchain they like, so they can create their wallets on those blockchains. So multi-chain blockchain software prepared internally for all the projects that we have, because it's not a single project, right? So it's like a dream come true, technology that we have. I'm like super excited. And Alex and his team, they promised it should be ready by August, actually, by the launch of our new project. So we're talking about just 2-3 months left. They've been developing for a while, so it's still now being developed and tested. So after a couple of months, we'll have big release. Very excited. Very excited.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see how the team are excited to build it. When talking to Alex about this, he gets so excited and talking about the having our own blockchain for this.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's incredible. And we don't have that on the slide. We apologize, but you can go to limitless2024.com to get all the information about this event. Make sure that you register. This is going to be a massive event. We're hosting this event in Las Vegas. And guys, we've got folks that are coming to this event that have never been a part of our previous projects because we weren't available in certain markets. And because it was it was such a digital eccentric project. A lot of people didn't understand the power of what we had. Now we've proven ourselves to the world, and there are leaders that are coming on board that are launching. And so I'm telling you, if you know people in this industry that haven't participated up until now, this is the moment. This is where we cast our net to the entire industry. So make sure that you register right away. Go to limitless2024.com, register for the event, and it's going to be at the Orleans Arena. All the information is on the website. So let's keep moving forward here. And the date of the event is August the 17th. Licensing. So let's go ahead and we're going to turn the screen share off for a moment and bring Daniil on, our attorney. But guys, we are ahead of schedule on the licensing for the fund and the broker's license. This is going to allow us to operate at a much higher capacity, and it's going to allow us to transition into the official fund model. So let me turn the screen share off. Let's bring our lawyer Daniil on the call with us here today. Daniil, great to have you with us. And let me turn my video back on here now that we're not screen sharing. And Daniil, always great to have you with us, man. And looking forward to, I know you shared some great updates with us this week, and we were like, we got to have Daniil on the call because no one shares this part of the information better than you do, bro.
You froze, Jeremy, at least on my end in the video. But of course,
I just said a bunch of really good stuff about you, so.
Yeah, thank you for this introduction. And of course, I'm always glad to be here to share the news, especially when they are good news. So the latest update is that we have now entered the final stage, meaning that on the last time we had an update. Our application was on pre-approval with the compliance department. So now we have finalized this part, and the application has now moved towards regulatory body, meaning that now this is a final review before basically getting a stamp on a paper that we are licensed. It is, of course, hard to tell how long it will take because they also can have some additional questions. But if you take the whole journey, Ilya knows especially well this whole journey. This is actually the final 100 meters. Yeah. So if there will be some additional questions, we are more than able to answer them. We have tech team, as Jeremy also told, is preparing everything we need. So really, I don't want to say anything on the time frame, but we definitely ahead of the time we were speaking that September, yeah, like for sure. It will be much sooner. So I don't know if you have any specific question I can answer, but the general picture is like this.
Yeah, Daniil, I have one question. So without disclosing the jurisdiction, right, because we're not disclosing it yet, what kind of license? I mean, you probably spoke about this already, but just to, for some people who are asking this question, so what kind of license we're talking about?
Yeah.
What the license will allow us to do in the future with the products?
It is a multi-service license, but in our case, the two main services we will utilize is brokerage. So I remind to everyone that at some point we saw that trading through brokerages, different brokerages, can be a really of a hassle because of different execution times and everything like this. So the decision was made that we need our own brokerage so that our own tech support can always check that all the executions and reflections on the market will be as prompt as possible. And then the second license is basically a money manager license. So in more regular way to say it, it's basically an asset manager license. So that means that we can onboard retail customers We can onboard different type of investors, and from our point of view, it is important that our community could be directly onboarded there without any additional hurdles. So yeah, basically, so brokerage for trading and a money manager for actually managing the funds, and that's the important part for restart the withdrawals. So yeah, this will allow us to restart the withdrawals and basically go back to where we were before this pause came on.
Amazing news. Amazing news. That's
Yeah.
exciting. And that license does cover Forex and cryptocurrency, right? There's
Yeah. On the trading part,
a combination of licenses.
Yeah, I mean, it covers a lot more. But as from this point, what is important in this project, we will utilize probably this license for many projects upcoming, because it will allow share splits, bonds. I mean, it's an investment vehicle which could issue basically almost everything it wants. And it's also important that it will be a fully audited, licensed entity. This means that the regulatory body will at least once a year demand from us different type of audits, technical audit, performance audit, financial audit, and this everything will be available to community.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great news.
Yeah, finally we will be able to actually show
and share. Yeah, of course.
And and have people. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so,
gonna open the gates. The floodgates will open wide open, and we're gonna be making some big announcements around all of that we're not gonna make today. But just know that great things are coming, guys. Great things are coming.
It's exciting, Jeremy, to be on the final stage, because the reason why Daniil says that Ilya probably knows the best is because I've been pushing and following up with Daniil like on weekly basis. So what is this final? Yeah, on daily basis. And then finally, like last week, Daniil, right before this call, right? So he released this exciting news that we.
I would say I released the pressure, so I can now sleep a bit better at nights.
Yeah. No, this is Daniil. This is great news, and now we just talking like I don't know, 1-2 months most probably. Again, it depends on regulator, of course. It's not in our hands now, but we basically applied, like fully applied for the license.
Yeah, which is, and not just applied. Why we went through this pre-approval stage is exactly for the reason not to get in too much of discussion within the regulatory body. So we like the edges we had, we made them round prior we applying. So when we're applying, we know that some small questions may be asked, because this is a new company, and understandably they want to know who is behind the company, etc., etc. But on the operational side, on the documentation side, everything has been double, triple, 4 times checked, so there will be no major questions.
Daniil, we start this process more than a year.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember the date, but I remember sitting in when we were first paying for this. That was more than a year ago. Maybe a year and a half ago or something, right, guys?
Well, yeah, I will say that the idea is even older.
Yeah, the idea, but I'm talking about when we.
No, I mean because we started it going in the one direction, then we changed a bit, and then the last half year was that, okay, guys, we really need to make the final amendments because of the brokerage thing, and we said, okay, let's add this additional layer of licensing, which was actually the hardest level of licensing, but now we have applied and waiting for the even better news than we already have.
Thank you, Daniil.
Thanks, Daniil. All right, well, appreciate you. Let's open the PowerPoint back up and continue with some more great news. All right. So a quick update on the D.A.I.SY AI development. We are, Edward, I'll throw it to you here. I'll just read the screen and then throw it to you. We are watching the Endotech performance and waiting to see that it's consistently achieving the expected results. The progress has been positive overall. We've seen great performance in most of the months since the Dubai event. And now we are really just paying attention to the consistent longer-term results. Once everything is completed and we feel like this is ready to go, Dr. Anna feels like it's ready to go. We had a great call with Dr. Anna. Again, we have calls every week with her. Dr. Anna will join us on a global call to review the results. So we'll actually show the results to the world before we implement the most recent current AI into the D.A.I.SY fund. So Edward, I'll throw it over to you to share some thoughts on that.
Sure. Well, you pretty much read everything. So there's not much to add, but I actually spoke with Dr. Anna also separately. We always do together, but I spoke with her just a few days ago and going over some results and some developments. There's been some things that we didn't even expected that progress on some of the things, and some of also delays on the crypto sites. Has been last month it wasn't as what we expected. So she knows exactly what's going on. They need to add some of the things. We even thought maybe having her on this call, but then we made a decision, us three, we made a decision it's better not until they're 100% ready. And it would be also better for Endotech and us, for us to have actually fully be licensed. So once we get the license and have Dr. Anna with us, this will create a better also, a better vision of Endotech, that Endotech is working only if it's a fund, it's a licensed fund. It's not individual crowdfunding, because we're complete that, right? So anyway, it's all good. There's something she shared with me, something really good. I don't want to. We all three of us said we don't want to share, but it's something really good. That's what has been one small part of development.
Edward, let's share when it even gets better.
It was really good, actually. It's on a performance side,
Yes.
on specifically on a forex.
Let's just say we're definitely heading in the right direction.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's good. One thing I want to say here, Edward and Ilya, to the community is, and this is powerful. This is important. We are finishers. We are finishers. When you look at the character of not just Edward, Ilya, and I, but the character of the leaders that have laid the foundation in this community, we're not just starters. We're finishers. In this industry, starters are a dime a dozen, right? Starters are everywhere. Starting is the easiest thing in the world to do in most cases, especially in today's marketing world, where you don't even need to have something real to start. You just need to have good marketing and people will get excited and you sell the hype. And we see these scammy type of deals all the time, come and go, come and go, come and go. What makes the difference in D.A.I.SY is not just our disruptive model. It is the most disruptive model the industry's ever seen, but it's the fact that we're real. It's the fact that every decision we made because it was real. Not perfect, not without challenges, but built on authenticity, built on transparency, and built on something that is real. And this is what makes D.A.I.SY different from everyone else. It's not just our performance. It's not just our smart contracts. It's not just that we're blockchain driven. It's that we're real. It's that when we commit to something, we follow through. And even when things don't go the way we hoped or believed or thought they would go, we are the type of community that realizes everything leads to something even better, right? So even the challenges that we've had have allowed us to grow, have allowed us to make changes, have allowed us to evolve. And I want to say, I just want to invite every person listening today, because that doesn't happen with 3 people. That doesn't happen with just the pace setter leaders and golds and ring earners. That happens when a whole community says, we are a part of the fabric of this movement. And so if this movement is a finisher, if this movement doesn't give up, if this movement continues to build and build and build and grow into something massive, then you as a community member, we want every one of you to buy into that same way of thinking. This is long term. What we are building here, what we're launching in Las Vegas, where we are going as a community, we are finishers. When we make a promise, even if we fail to deliver on the promise in the way or the time frame expected, there is a resolved, undisputable commitment from us as founders and from the leaders in this community to finish what we started and deliver on those promises. And that's just core to who we are. And I think of everything out there, this is what makes this community, now Limitless, who we are. Because we're not just starters, we are finishers. So Edward and Ilya, I know that resonates with you guys. I know that I'm speaking on behalf of the three of us when I say that.
For sure.
Yeah. It does, and actually it resonates with the last slide of this presentation that we will finish today also, right? So no, this is of course 100% agree with what you said.
This Jeremy reminds me our last call with we did with a European call when the leaders were talking. I mean, it shows this is the community. We're the support from community and understanding. It's phenomenal.
I love it. Yeah, when we launched this project from day one of Edward, you and I sitting down in Las Vegas, which is great that we're going to be launching.
In Las Vegas.
Yeah, but from that moment, that initial conversation, the entire conversation was, we have an opportunity to be the first ones in the digital world to do it right, to do it real, to bring something real to the market. And it's always been about executing and completing the vision, right? It's not about just starting the vision. It's about completing the vision. And that's, guys, that's our commitment to you as a community. We hope that that's your commitment as well to the community, that you're a part of this movement, and we're going to finish everything that we started, including the Daisy AI development. And that's what, triggered that thought for me. But let's keep moving through the slides here today. So the Builders and Achievers pool, Edward, this one's going to go back to you as well. We're going to have 2 slides here on the Builders and Achievers pool. So Edward, I'll throw it over to you to review these slides.
Okay. So basically, this is for the April trading results. This is for our first pool that we started, the Regional Forex promo. And I just wanted to pointing out, we start the month of April 1st, starting trading balance was 17,972,452. And the closing month was 19,634,904 and 0.68. You see, we made profits 1,662,451 and 88. And then you could see the breakdown how everything works, right? So the trading desk fees, you see there's 5%, which is 83,122.59. That minus from there before it goes to Achievers and Builders. Then we have profits that 15%, which is compound. We're leaving it for compound. We take it right away, that 15%. Then we have fees, and there's several fees besides the crypto, because we collect all funds in crypto. Then we have to convert it to fiat. Then when we pay out, we have to from fiat convert it to crypto, right? So you see the amount 33,000 plus. And then you see the Achievers and Builders, which is 35% for each. You see the amount, how much we paid out. $538,946.12. That been split with 889 shares in Achievers. And the same amount has been split in the Builders between shares, which is 7,677 shares. And you see the next Daisy fee is 15%, and you see it's 230. There's a difference when it says profit 15%, profit to compound 15%, there's 236,000. And on a Daisy fee is 15%, 230. The reason it's different, so people would think it's not an error. It is what it takes when we take the profits, 1,662,000. First thing we do, we leave 15% out of that for it to compound. And then the rest, what it's left, then it breaks down. So that's why there's a less than Daisy fees. And we actually, three of us, because we start this with our own fund, this pool, right? What we do with these funds, we take these funds, we put it back in trading, we trade with these funds. This is actually where the 10 million came from for Uplift. We're going to be talking about the Uplift, but this is the fees where we trade, continuing, and we're using it for a lot of different promotions and pulls. Anyway, another thing what I want to point out, this is the last month is going to be paid out for Achievers. Builders is going to continue for another year, but there's going to be a 6,538,214, which was breakage was going into trading. Is going to be taking out and split between Pacesetter gold pools and leadership pool. So it's actually a pretty big number. If you divide, I remember, Jeremy, it was like 7-something thousand per share in the leadership, right? So some people have 4 or 5 shares, some people have only 1 or 2, 3, whatever you guys have, but each share is worth over 7,000. It's going to be paid out. Now, it's not going to be paid out on May 31st, because May 31st is final. So in June, it's going to be like a first week of June is going to be the last payout for Achievers in this pool. And then after that, in order to transfer these funds into Pacesetter and a Pacesetter leader pool, the tech team needs to complete what we're doing on our own blockchain. So it's going to take a few weeks. I don't know, 2-3 weeks. It's probably like 3 weeks more. Then also I want to point out the March payouts. So you just see the difference. The March payouts, you see at the right bottom corner, Achievers and Builders, it was 492,000. And on April, Achievers was 538. So the reason we're showing this, because right now we cannot report. We're building a new back office where we're going to be reporting, but this is updates. Probably a good idea to take a screenshot, and if you're interested to see what's going on. Jeremy, let's go to the next page. Okay, and this is a Forex finale promo. This is how we call it. That was original crypto pool when we started, and then we were not able to complete. We were so excited to start at crypto. I remember I was like so excited. But anyway, we were forced to make some positive changes in order to run this promo. So we moved everything into Forex, and this is the pool, the one people had to qualify by attending in Dubai, right? So you see, April 1st, we started this balance trading with 6,190,720.06. And closing month balance was 6,794,315.27. Profits of 603,595. And again, trading this piece, you see 5%, which is 30,000 plus. You see the profits to compound 15%, which is also bigger than the Daisy fees, because again, we take first a 15% that is going to stay, that amount, to continue compounding. So the pool grows and pays out more and more every month. And again, it depends everything on the trading results, right? So then conversion fees, which was over 12,000 in this pool. Achievers for April was 195,678 and 2. And you see the shares, it's 1,450 shares. And this has all been verified. People who attend in Dubai, I was kind of surprised to see those numbers, but I guess people did qualify. And then same thing in a builder, which is same amount, 195,678 and 2 cents. And there's 25,000 shares, 25,885 shares in this pool, right? Again, if you compare the March and April, you can see the difference. In March was achievers got paid out 169,488. And in April trading, which is people got paid out in May 3rd actually, was 195,000. So you see the difference, same thing in a builder. This is it actually. Yeah, this is one thing to mention when the builders on the original pool is going to be finishing, right? In 1 year, all those other funds that is left is going to be transferred into this pool and continue. So this pool is going to increase also later. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I think, Edward, it's very good that you explained, because we have all of this breakdown, right, for the pools, because many people asking, since we have like limited, how to say, explanation in the back office, current back office, right? So people have this question. So it's very good that you explain, people can take screenshots. And I guess this is the answer for all the leaders and people in our community, how exactly it works and why it's not performance is not the same with the main, trading, also because some people ask this question.
Well, actually, yeah, it's a good point, Ila, what you may asking. We actually have it's a completely separate entity under trading. It's under the separate entity trading, right? Even though we have same trading desk. And we also have another brokerage where partially with completely also with a different Forex brokerage. So there's no way, and it's a smaller amount. So on a smaller amount, it's easier to make. It's actually making more profits in this pool, has more profits than in another pool. Those who take a screen share, you can calculate the profits from amount, and you'll see how much. I think this I think is like 9 something percent. I don't remember how much, 9.25, almost 10% profits in that month on this specifically. And on the other one was a little bit less, but it's still more. Both those pool make more profits than our fund full makes profits, right? The fund is really big and it's a little bit, there's a lot more different going on, right? By the way, and also on the new back office, once everything is completed, we'll be able to actually show a lot more, like if we have pools and then we have also other future promos or anything we're going to do, there's going to be a lot more detail showing than what we showed to you so far.
Yeah,
I think we should move to next page.
on this side as well.
All right, exits. So for those who have requested to exit, it's a very small percentage, even less than what we thought. But for those that do wish to exit, we are preparing everything right now for those who requested to exit. The team is completing and testing the updated software for exit payouts, as this is a new function for the system. The completion is expected to take up to 3 weeks. And of course, we are pushing for it to be done as quickly as possible. But we had a call this week with the team, and they said, maximum of 3 weeks was the worst case scenario. Once the software is completed, we will be removing the exit wallet funds from live trading before beginning the payouts. And so just a heads up to everyone that in the next couple of weeks, we'll be making an announcement. And before the actual payout takes place, we'll be removing people's funds from trading, only those who've requested to exit. And members do still have the option to cancel their exit request. That option is live now. We'll keep that option available for a couple of days when we make the announcement. for those that say, hey, I changed my mind, I want to keep my money in the live trading, you do have that option. You can go to your Daisy back office right now. I believe it's under the same section that you would make your withdrawals. And there's a link there where you can cancel that request if that is something that you want to do. So exits are in process. Let's keep moving forward. On the slides, the KYC and compromised wallets. So the KYC is completely done for the compromised wallets. And the team is now updating the new addresses into the new smart contract. We want to make sure everyone understands that in order for us to do what we've done and repair the situation for those that had compromised wallets, it's requiring a whole new set of smart contracts to be created and deployed, and it's requiring a new audit to be done. So this is important to understand. It was a big task. It's not something we're going to do again. It's something we did because there were, you can see the numbers here, how many people were affected. This process is expected to be completed within the same time frame as the backend software for the exits. So up to 3 weeks before those wallets are changed, and you'll see those changes take place. 1,200 applied for the compromised wallets, 620 passed KYC, 506 passed the video verification, and 90% provided new wallets. And so if you've gone through this process, or someone on your team has gone through this process, they completed their video verification, and it looks like there's about 10% of those individuals that have not yet provided the new wallet. So please make sure to get the word out to those individuals so that their wallets can be updated. We're not going to do any more delays. The process is done. And so thank you for those who were very positive. Most of the members were very thankful that we were doing this. They were very positive on the calls, on the video verification. And so thank you for that. That kept the team alive, because unfortunately there were some people who were very negative, who were very aggressive. And quite frankly, that was frustrating for us because we were doing this as a courtesy. But the 90+% of you who were amazing, you kept the energy alive for Caroline and Helena and the team that was working on that. And you made it feel good to them that they were offering their time to do this on your behalf. So thank you to those of you who had great attitudes, who committed to the process. And that is done. That is now officially done. And all of those updates are now being implemented. So Uplift, Ilya, we'll go to you on this one as well. I'll read the slide and then turn it to you. So as you guys know, we did again, Ilya, you said it before, but when we talk about being finishers, when we talk about always do the right thing, I think you were referring to this slide.
Exactly.
We had a project that was brought to us with the Daisy token, now Uplift. We believed and got excited about that project. We had a successful raise of over 40 million USDT during that time. And unfortunately, the platform just has not gained the traction that we thought that it would. And the platform is still there, and the team is still there, and there's still a big vision for Uplift. We'll discuss that on another call. But what we realized immediately is, hey, we have to do what we can to make this right. And so we were able to take from the profits that were being generated from the performance fees, and we were able to accumulate that and place 10 million USDT into live trading on behalf of the community. We are allowing that 10 million to compound and grow. We're going to be seeing some great increase in performance in the months ahead once the new brokerage is completed, and everything is in place there. We're going to really be able to accelerate performance, but that account continues to grow. We also want to announce that after the fund model goes live, another 10 million will be added to accelerate the growth, guys. And so members will still keep their original tokens after the full reimbursement pays out. So not only are we reimbursing everyone who participated in this token sale, but you also get to keep those tokens. And of course, we fully believe that this project is going to continue to grow, and it's going to turn into something amazing in the future. So Ilya, I'll throw it over to you.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Actually, Ilya, wait. Actually, I just want to add something. While as you speak, I'm looking at it, and guys, we raised 40+ million, but there was a lot of commissions been paid out, right? And then there's been millions and millions of dollars spent on this project through
Oh yeah,
this
on the cost.
time. Yeah,
course.
on the cost every single month. There's a lot of employees. There's a lot of team working. So take that for consideration. We're still gonna refund everyone exactly how much they spent. We're not gonna. The reason I'm saying that because I heard people asking, "Are you gonna deduct the commissions that been paid out?" No, we're gonna fully. If you paid 50 cents or 25 cents or 10 cents per share, whatever you paid, I mean, per token, whatever you paid per token, that's what we're gonna, once that trading performance will get there, that's what they're gonna get, full, everything, 100%.
Yeah. I feel you guys like explained everything.
That's
Nothing is
how I
left for
felt
me.
when Jeremy
Yeah,
said, go ahead.
yeah. But
I
yes,
did it on
I do.
purpose.
But Edward, Jeremy, I do believe by presenting this slide, we provide the final answer, right? Because people still, even though we announced in Dubai and before Dubai, right, that we decided to allocate $10 million into live trading, right, to compound our profits and to compensate people who purchased DAISY tokens. We're talking about 3 years ago, by the way, right? So time is flying. Time is going very fast. So by presenting this slide today, I think we providing the final answer. So now we know exactly. Now you know exactly how it's gonna be, right? So we're not gonna pay out 2 times or 3 times. We compound, right, all the trading profits until we reach 4x, which is 50 million in total, right? So it needs to be 40 million profits, and of course, initial 10 million plus, like Jeremy said. So we plan to inject another 10 million later on, just to speed up the whole process. And of course, it's our intention to pay it out as soon as possible, right? So we don't want to carry this like for the next 5 years or 10 years, right? So goal is, of course, next 1 or 2 years. It depends on trading. We cannot predict, we cannot guarantee, of course, when it comes to trading. But the goal, our pure intention, is to reimburse basically the community, right? So, and again, we want to thank you for supporting the project. And like Edward says, so I personally got this question a few times. But you already paid out commissions. Are you going to compensate? Just with deduction of the commissions or full amount, etc. So now we have this answer. So we are willing to compensate 100%. It doesn't matter if you already sold some of your DAISY tokens, by the way, right? So it's not going to be deducted, or it's not going to be counted, right? So if you sold, then it's of course it's good for you. And for those people, of course, who still hold DAISY tokens, I believe majority still hold them. So we are still in discussions on what we're going to do with DAISY tokens, like Jeremy said, and with the project itself, because the project, in essence, Uplift, especially with some crowdfunding licenses, we already have one crowdfunding license, but it's not tier 1, right? So I would call it like tier 2, tier 3, with a crowdfunding license that we will be acquiring later on. So basically, Uplift, what we wanted to do initially is pretty much similar to what we are doing with Limitless, for example, now with blockchain spots, right? So we can say that Uplift is a partially, it is like a Limitless, right? So maybe we will do some kind of merger in the future. So we don't know yet. So it will take some time. But before we decide, so we want you to know that this is our commitment to reimburse like fully on this, which is very big, because 40 million, obviously, it's a big amount. And like Edward said, we spent a lot. So this project has never made any money to the project itself, right? To business. Some members, of course, made money with IDOs, right? So we had some nice projects, but the project itself was not profitable. And we still have, right, people working on this project. So I guess this is it.
I guess, Ilya, just to add before Jeremy, just to add, the reason I believe like it's not profitable project or something, because the whole market went into bear And that was a bet on our side to launch. I guess if we would launch this project earlier before the bull market,
Edward.
then yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that what we're doing now with Limitless and blockchain spots is much better timing, right? Because we enter in the bullish market. So we
But the
timing wise,
Limitless blockchain, it's actually there's a traditional big it doesn't even it can stand alone outside of the bull markets because it has their own market, and that market in a bear market, even more people watching football and there's more people going entertainment and with so much other development going on there, right? But yeah, we're so good with the blockchain and Limitless.
Yeah. And with Uplift, it was a bullish market when we started, and that's why we had this conversation, right? So with Alex and his team when we started, and then unfortunately the market like reversed and went down. And not only Uplift, you can Google all the major launch pads, right? So all the tokens of launch pads, they just fell, dropped, and we actually did much better than majority of the projects, to be honest. So we did what we could, but it was extremely difficult to operate during the bearish market when it comes to purely crypto project, right? So which is not supported by football or some like real world assets. But it is what it is. So now we are in much better position. So and the future looks like very bright. So we will of course continue to provide the balance, right, Edward, for this pool. So
yeah,
now it's
and once we have new back office, actually this is what I meant. On a new back office, we can actually pretty much
update like on monthly
once a week or something, or monthly would be every month we could just show the whatever the balance is in the trading.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
going to be easy to do it. Yeah.
Yep, that's great. So Jeremy, you want to go to the next slide?
Awesome. Yes, and the final slide today, guys, is for the DAISY ring earners. We are producing the final rings that have been earned by the ring earners. For those that qualified over those final several months, you'll be able to receive and pick up your ring in Las Vegas. But we also do have a group of rings that were never collected by the ring earners. And so we're going to be posting that list of the rings. I don't know the exact number of how many. There's probably around 40 or 50 rings that we have that were yet to be given out. And so we're going to bring those rings at the Tokyo or the Budapest event. If there's any ring earners that are going to be with us this weekend and you want to pick up your ring there and we have your ring, we can communicate with you on that as well. So just wanted to give a quick update there that the final rings are being produced and they will be available for all of the qualifiers. Many of you have gotten your rings already at the first event, and many of you have your rings are ready, but you've not been able to receive them yet. And if you're going to be at the Tokyo event or the Budapest event, you can receive your rings at that time. Again, the Tokyo event is on June the 3rd. And the Budapest event is on June the 8th. So two very powerful regional events that we have coming up, and you can get more information on the Limitless Telegram channel. So Edward, a great call today. It was I think some important information for everybody. We'll continue to communicate any updates that are happening around today's conversation. We'll continue to put those announcements in the Telegram channel when we have any new information, if we have any new information. But yeah, great to be with you guys. Great to be here with everybody, the whole community. Thank you for tuning in today and getting this information, pass it on to your team. And we will be also uploading this recording, I believe, to the YouTube channel also. So thank you guys for being with us today.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Jeremy,
we'll see everybody soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, Edward. We'll see many of you this week, ring earners this weekend, and we'll see a lot of you in Tokyo and Budapest, and of course, Las Vegas on August 17th, guys. Make sure you go to limitless2024.com, get registered for that event. It's going to be powerful. All right, we'll see everybody soon.
Bye-bye.